tuning into my channel today. My name is Felicia. If you are new and stopping in for the very first time, welcome, and I'm so pleased to have you here today. Please leave a comment below and introduce yourself so that I can leave you a formal greeting just for stopping in today. And I hope that you consider becoming a part of my growing family. Well, in today's video, as you can see, I have some ribbon here, and this is going to be the inspiration for my kitchen for 2021. Now, just to take a look at this beautiful ribbon. Now, I don't know how the colors are coming out on this video, but the background right here is a pale blue like the sky. I love the pop of yellow from the sunflowers and the lively green as well. I also have this yellow buffalo check that I will be using, and I will be showing you in a few moments how I plan to use this ribbon in my kitchen vignette on top of my refrigerator. So before we get started, I'm just going to show you the remainder of my supply list that I am going to be using in this vignette. And as you can see, I have to use my lemons. And I purchased these beautiful lemons from the Dollar Tree for $1, of course. And I only got 3 packs of this. I wish I had when I saw them, I wish I had bought all of them because there's none left now. I also will be using this white hen, as you can see right here. I think this is a hen. I could be wrong. But I like this little hammered effect, this ribbon effect that is on here. And I purchased this from Ross last season. It was on a super clearance. And I also will be using this huge apothecary jar. Let me see, can I move this around just a little bit so you can see it? I am going to be using this apothecary jar here. It is huge, and I'm going to need a tall one just for the sake of the refrigerator. So I'm just going to bring it up so you can see. That's the top, and then the bottom. And this is what the bottom looks like here. Okay. And then in the background, this is the lantern that I'm going to be using. This is one of the largest lanterns that I own. And I'm going to move this apothecary jar out of the way so you can actually see it. So let me just move some of this over. And that's what the bottom looks like. And I like this lantern because it reminded me of a house. I like the rustic effect that it gives off. And I like the wood frame, because most of my lanterns, they don't have a wood frame to them. And then you have the little opening here, and it opens up just like that. So what I'm going to do to this lantern first, I'm just going to fill the inside of this lantern, and I'm just going to do the basic, the typical thing that you would do with a lantern. And I'm just going to add some candles on the inside. So stay tuned. I'm also going to be using these battery operated candles. I love these candles because I don't have to worry about anything catching on fire. If I have family over here that have young children, I don't have to worry about anybody getting burned. And then these come with a remote control, which makes it even the more convenient. So I'm just going to go ahead and install these candles inside the lantern, and I have plenty of room to put all of these candles because this is a very large lantern. So I'm going to use 5, and I'm just going to put them in there just like that, and I'm just going to close it up and lock it. And so the next thing I'm going to do is, let me bring it up, and I have put all the candles on the inside. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to use the ribbon that I showed you a moment ago, and I'm going to add that to the front. So what I did off camera, I went ahead and made my bow, And this is the bow that I am going to be using on this lantern. And I'm going to place it right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and install that, and we will be right back. Okay, you guys, I got it all installed. Okay, and then I'm going to turn these candles on so you can see. Voila! Somebody didn't come on there. There we go. Looks like I'm going to have to replace some batteries in some of those, but that is good to go. Now the pretty flowers in the background, of course, is not a part of this design here. That's a bouquet that I keep on my kitchen island all the time. Okay, so let's move on to the next item that I'm going to use in this vignette. So the next DIY that we're going to do is we're going to work on this apothecary jar. This is going to be extremely simple. DIY, like I said in my intro, I like doing simple DIYs, and that is one of them. So I'm just going to take my lemons here, open this packet up, and I'm just going to toss these lemons in the apothecary jar just like that. And they're plastic, so they're not going to crack my jar there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put those in there. Just like that. Voila. And I'm not going to fill this all the way up to the top. I just like that little bounce of color. And no, might put some more in there. I think I could use some more in there. I might add just a little bit more because it's looking kind of not full. So let me use the other pack as well. Okay, there we go. There we go. I like that better. Okay. All right, and so there you have it. I've got my apothecary done. So I'm thinking I might add a bow to this. Not quite sure. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I've decided that I'm going to add this little simple bow right here, and I'm going to hot glue that to give it a little bit more visual interest on top, even though this looks good this way. But I think if I add this little bow, it does give it a little more visual interest. So stay tuned. So I have added the bow, as you can see, to this apothecary jar, and I think it gives it a little bit more visual interest. And I didn't want to use the same ribbon that I used here because it's a little bit wider, so it wouldn't fit as well. So I just used this more neutral color narrow ribbon. So let's go ahead and start adding all these elements to the top of my refrigerator over here. So let's get started. Okay, so now as you can see, I have installed this huge lantern on top of my refrigerator. Now it might look like it might be just too big, but I have enough ceiling space and it fits just fine up there. So now I'm just gonna add in the next piece. So now I have added the apothecary jar, as you can see, with the lemons in it. And so now I'm just going to add in my little white hen. And I think I have a sign that I might want to add. Stay tuned. So now I have added in my little white hen here. And I think I need to add one more piece to this design before I am finished. So I think I'm going to add a sign to this. Stay tuned. So this is the sign that I think I'm going to add. I like it because it has that buffalo yellow check design. And it says, "Smile, today is going to be a good day." And I like the little white flower on the side. So let me go ahead and install it. Okay, you guys, I have installed my sign. And I also added in a little greenery because I felt that it needed a little extra touch. So now I'm just going to give it a final reveal.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day. And I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly.